I want to wish everybody a congratulations. Those that are walking this spring, whether you be an undergrad senior or you are one of my seniors back at like Monument Academy, you know, Rocky Mountain, Vanguard. If you guys are graduating and you're moving on over into a new chapter in your life, I wish you all the best. A big old congratulations. And we're going to do some etymology in regards to that to honor y'all because I have some students out there. You know what? Comment. I want to hear from you guys. Like, congratulations. I have a lot of my younger students graduating eighth grade. You guys rock. Keep on going. That being said, though, you can go Ko-Fi me if you guys want to help me out, support me, and leave me a little tippage, if you will. And if not, if you think he's kind of a hack, this guy here, and you're not feeling like giving them a tip quite yet, but maybe you're feeling like maybe at some point, if I prove it to you, I don't know. That being said, though, I have a podcast that you can go rate me, proliferate me, share me to your friends and family, the person down the street. I don't know. I see a lot of homeless people that actually have phones, so maybe they could be tapping in Latin and layman's and getting some knowledge and enriching oneself just because you want to. All right. I love learning for the sake of learning because the more you know, the more you know. The more you know, the more confidently you can carry yourself throughout this life. Don't tell me that you can't because people are deferring to ChatGPT. I'm going to defer to my brain. And in certain cases, I don't know everything. So that's when I tap in Almighty Google. That's when I tap in certain AI, maybe. But it should be a tool, it should not be thinking for us. Remember that. So, well, congratulations. Remember at the end, these are a lot of English suffixifications making these abstract words out of their nouns, adjectives, adverbs, verbs, whatever. But in this case, skibbity bibbity bob. It's just, congratulations, making it a noun here. So then we have con, which can also be a com. Look at that. So we have two withs here. Um, so it could also be col, like co collateral. I don't know. Or collaborate. I don't know. That was not too bad for doing it backwards like that. Anyways, gradulations actually comes from gradulare in the Latin, which means to give thanks or to wish joy upon someone or show joy. Um, so when you are congratulating, you are just you sharing joy with that person. You're saying, "Yo, congrats, man. Let's rejoice." And go day drink or something like that. I don't know. Go day drink. Go have a good time. You're only young once and you only live once. YOLO. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm not going to take that out. I was like, you know what? I'm going to take that. No, I just YOLO'd. When last time YOLO was a thing? God, remember when YOLO first happened? That was when I probably graduated high school. However, though, we have matriculation is the next one here. Matriculation actually comes from the Latin matriculare. I thought it was actually an assimilated form because we know that this matri actually comes from mater, which means mother. And that culation, that culat, I could look into that a little bit more. Um, I'm wondering if that lot comes from the to bear and or to carry from our irregular verb, but I didn't do that much sussing out because, according to etymological line, whatever, whenever I actually need a little help in understanding the etymology of certain words, I tapped in this one, and it actually just comes from the Latin matriculare, which means to register. And I'm going to pull this up because I can't remember everything all the time, but the reason why the mother is, well, to register essentially, um, well, in the intransitive sense, this is to be like entered as a member into a university or college. Matriculation, this is what happens when you are a freshman. Same thing with commencement. When you com with Mens actually comes from a way, way, way off form of initiare, which, what does that look like to you in English? Looks like initiate. It can be, and in this case, we're going to tap in the participial form, aka a beginning, essentially. So, pertaining to a beginning with. Which goes in hand with matriculation when you register yourself in order to take classes. You know, matriculation can also refer to the matriculation of matriculating credits from one university to others. And for those that know, it can be quite a process, right? It can be kind of a bummer. But with that being said, let me go ahead and read to this, you guys. So the connection of senses in the Latin word seems to be uh, via confused. I don't know why this person write that, of Greek metra, which means womb, coming from meter, which means mother. And an identical but different Greek word metro, which also means register or lot. There we go. That's why, is because metra in the Greek refers to register, but also I'm just getting a motherly sense to it in general because matricula is a public register. And then the diminutive of matricula is matrix, which means womb. So matrix means womb in Latin. If you didn't know, now you know. Um, and it can also also refer to a list, because I guess there's a list within the womb. I'm not sure. Sometimes words are weird. But I've been rambling on for quite a while. I hope that you learned something new, and congratulations wherever you're at in your life. If you've succeeded in some sort of endeavor, congratulations to that. Congratulations to anything and everything. Okay? You rocked. We're all just a bunch of winners. And I ended up with 3 A+ and an A-. So, not meaning to humble brag, but I'm humble bragging. See you later, Tempest.